everyone. Today we are going to start with our chapter matter and its composition. Last time we had discussed the introduction part regarding matter and its different states. So we are going to recap first of all those all points. So first of all, what does the term matter means? Matter means anything which has mass and volume. Every object has mass, whether it is large or whether it is small, whether it is heavy or whether it is light. Also, it does possess some volume. Now, what is mass? Mass is amount of a substance or amount of matter contained in anything. What is volume? It is the space occupied by any particular object. Now, all the objects they possess mass and volume and are a part of matter. This thing you must keep in mind. Let's say common example like water which we drink, air which we inhale, food which we eat, vehicles which we use, this marker which I am using to write on the board. These all are the different examples of particular matter. Now this marker is having some particular shape, also it is having particular mass, also it is having a particular volume. Similarly, water, air, food, etc. different examples of matter, they also have mass and volume. Okay, so all the particular objects they have mass as well as they have volume. Like air which we drink, many people they will say that this particular air it is not having mass, neither it is having volume. So it can be proved with the help of simple activity. Like suppose you take one balloon. So in the normal state, the balloon is having small area, small volume it occupies, and if air is filled inside a balloon, it becomes inflated. Earlier size is small, now the size will increase. So difference in the size is there. Why the difference in size is there? Because air is inside it, and if there is difference in the size or change in the size, naturally air is occupying some particular volume. So here we can conclude that air it has volume. Okay. Next one, if we want to again check out whether air has mass or not. So again by using two balloons or by using these two, one is having air, another one is not having air. So you can tie them with the help of a thread to a particular stick or to a particular ruler. This one will go down while this one will go up. It means like in a weighing balance or in a physical balance, you might have seen that on the one side, one pan, the object which is heavier, it goes towards the gravity, goes towards the ground, while the other one, it goes up. Similar will happen. Okay. So this is general regarding matter. Matter is a substance or it is anything which has mass and volume. Matter exists in different states that we are going to study now. Okay, so all the objects they are a part of matter. Now which those particular states are there that we are going to discuss with the help of a simple example. This could be made clear to you more with the help of water. We know water is very crucial or it is very essential for all of us. So we drink water and the drinkable water that is in the liquid state, normally it exists in the liquid state. Now if the same water is kept in the refrigerator or the temperature of that water it is decreased, it changes to ice, and if the same water it is heated, it changes to steam. Now ice is having different state and the liquid water, and the steam is also having different state than this particular liquid water. But the substance is same. Here it is water, that is H2O. H2 is the chemical formula of water. Ice is also made from that water and steam is also made from that water. But their physical states they differ. Here it is solid, here it is liquid, and here it is vapor. Basic composition is same. Now how do those changes occur? What affect the changes from one state to another state? That all we are going to discuss here in this chapter. So we keep in mind matter generally exists in three different states. First one is solid state, another one is liquid state, and third one is gaseous or the vapor state. Generally in case of water, matter is not in a fixed state always. It is always in a continuous motion state. Means one form can change to another, another can change to the next one, or the next one, third one can change back to the second one back can change to the first one. So this change can occur. This change is neither we can say permanent, neither it is temporary. This change is fluent, continuous. Okay. Temporary we can call, because all the physical changes they are temporary, but it's not the permanent change. Okay, keep in mind it is always the temporary change, not the permanent change. Permanent changes are chemical changes. This is only the change in physical state. Now you need to know one more point before discussing the properties of different states. So what is that particular point? Have you seen a wall? I think so, all have seen. So basic unit behind the construction of wall, it is a brick. So brick used in the construction of wall. When large number of bricks are used, they are combined together, they form a wall. Similarly, every substance or anything in this particular nature that also is made up of small units. So that small units in our body we call them cells. For wall we call it brick, and for matter we call it in molecules. Okay, what are molecules? A simplest substance which is capable of independent existence, which can exist independently. So molecules make up different states of matter. In the solid state also molecules are there, liquid state also molecules are there, and in the gaseous state also molecules are present, and they make up different states of a particular substance. Okay. Now, the molecules, how they are packed, how they are arranged, that varies from one state to another state. Now, in the solid state, the molecules, they are present very close to one another. They are present very close to one another. Why they are present very close to one another? There is a reason behind this. The reason behind this is the molecule to molecule force that holds those particular molecules. It is very strong. Molecule to molecule force exists. That force is very, very strong in case of the solids, and that force we call as intermolecular force. Okay. The force that exists between the same molecules, that force is known as intermolecular force. Also one more name is there, cohesive or cohesion we call this force. Cohesive forces also we can call it, or intermolecular force also we can call it, or we can also call it cohesion. Three different names. One is cohesive force.